What's going on, everybody? It's awfully early on the opening day of deer season for me to be sitting in the backyard. And yeah, it's a crossbow. I've got medical restrictions that allow me to use a crossbow. Most of you know my bum elbow. I was able to shoot a bow last year, but gained a lot of weight and got lazy, and my elbow's bothering me again. So I went to the doctor, and it looks like I get to get an MRI and some potential surgery on it. Uh, so yay for that. But anyway, to get where I was going, uh, we had an awesome morning to start out with. It was still a little chill, not much wind stirring, and right at about 5 minutes before legal shooting light, a buck walks in. Nice tall 8-pointer, big bodied deer. When there was enough light in the woods, pretty much right at sunrise, about 7:15, I ranged him twice with my good old Chinese golf rangefinder that I've had for about 5 years. And he was at about 20 and a half yards. It looked a little further than that, but I put the arrow on him. I let it fly. He kicked, big old mule kick, heard the thump and the schwack. I thought I had it, and I got it set up on the bipod, so I was like, I know I didn't pull the shot. We're good to go. I think I just got me a nice, good buck right at sunrise on opening morning of deer season here in Kentucky. And he trotted about 5 yards, kind of acted like he tripped. I was like, he's getting ready to fall. He stood there about 35 yards from us, roughly, maybe, I don't know. And he just stood there. I was like, he ain't falling. And then he just walks off. So I was like, well, I must have took a bad shot or something. I don't know how I did that on the bipod, and I know I sighted in the crossbow. It's dead on. Did all my preseason due diligence. And went and looked for the arrow. About 20 minutes later, I was giving him some time before we started pushing. I was at least going to go look for the arrow, and if I saw blood, wait a little bit longer before the search began. Got to the arrow, clean as a whistle. No blood, no fat, no hair. Shot underneath of him. Didn't even hit him. So came home, pulled the target out, put the crossbow on the bipod, tripod, fired it, dead nuts. Fired it again, dead nuts. I don't know. So I started looking at my broadheads and my arrows and everything else I could possibly think of. Because I know I didn't pull the shot. It's locked into this tripod. Cheating, whatever. I do whatever gets me a more ethical kill. So if y'all think tripods are cheating, then you do you, boo. But anyway, so I start range finding, sitting here. 20, 18, 18 and a half, 20, 20 and a half. And it dawned on me, this thing's old and cheap. And I lost the charger to it 2 years ago, so it hasn't been charged in 2 years, and there's no replaceable batteries. So what I think has happened, especially since there was a little bit of fog, I think he was at about 28, 30 yards. That's what it looked like with my eye. But the rangefinder said 20, and I ranged him twice. I got 20 and 20 and a half. And I shot under him. So I've learned my rangefinder's going bad. The battery's dying in it, something. So it's off to Academy to buy a new rangefinder. Come home, resight this thing in, and go back out and try it again. That's hunting, ladies and gentlemen. And I mean, I have been furious ever since we left the woods. I'm just glad I didn't hurt the animal, especially in these warmer temps. So by the grace of God and my brother and dad, it's a good thing I missed him completely. I lost my broadhead. It's embedded in the tree that was behind the deer. But that's it. That's a hard one to eat, guys. He was a nice deer. I mean, he wasn't no 140, 150. He's in his 130s. Big. He was still in velvet, full velvet, not even shedding. Heartbreaking. But we got all season and all weekend to try it again.